Hello Flosstube, my name is Laura and you have found Stitching by the Shore, my channel all about cross stitch with a little bit of paper crafting thrown into. And today we are celebrating the combination of cross stitch and paper crafting with a very special extra video. This is my show and tell for the Autumn 2023 Artist Trading Card Swap. If you're saying, I don't know what a trading card is, I am so thrilled that you're here. First off, thank you. What I would suggest is you go back to my playlist on my channel. I have a playlist just labeled Artist Trading Cards, and I have maybe 3 to 4 videos that explain what they are. And the very last video explains what this swap was and what the different parameters were. So I am so excited to show you. I think I counted right. There might have been I think it's 99. I thought it was 97. It's somewhere within there. I am so thrilled at the turnout. Thank you for all of you who trusted the process and decided to give it a go. You did fantastic. Each and every one of these is a wonderful piece of art, and I can't wait to show you. I'm not going to say names. I'm just going to show the card. If maybe there's information on what pattern it came from, I could certainly share that. Or if I don't and you saw one, you can ask. They're not all like that. I don't generally share that, but everybody, that's the beauty of it. As long as you put your name on it, because obviously we need to know who to swap with. I don't want you getting yours back if I don't know whose it is. Other than that, it was really up to you. Just like the front, the back is up to you what you want to put on there. Now, before I do start, I do want to give a huge apology. I have kept these super safe, and I realize these are works that you have done, and I've been thankful that you've trusted me to keep them. When I was putting these together, one little piece did come off. So this little bat, this adorable little bat, came off. If your trading card had this bat on there, and if you see it as we're going through and it's missing that, please reach out to me and let me know. I don't think I took pictures ahead of time. I have one big picture of everything, but I'm not sure I'll be able to tell from that. If you get back to me before I ship them out later on in the week, this coming week, I would be happy to put it back on there. I am so sorry that happened. I apologize. I really thought I had everything nicely kept, but just that little bit of me bringing them from the spot I was holding them to over here to film knocked it off. So I do apologize on that, but I would be happy to fix it if you get back to me. Alrighty, so let's just jump right in because we have lots of cards to see. This first one I am going to show you because the person who sent it actually sent it in a kind of like a plastic casing, and I'm hoping that I will be able to, I just need to find them. I think I know where they are, to put each and every one of yours in this kind to protect it on its journey back to you. You didn't have to. That was not something I asked for. It's just, I just generally kind of do that. When I do giveaways, I try to keep everything encased in things so that they stay safe. So I'd want to do that with your art too. So this one will have a little bit of a glare. I'll try to angle it just so that you can see it. But that's the only reason with that. And then hopefully I will be able to do that with all of yours as I send them. So here's our very first one. This one actually is a design from Hands On. It's a design from Hands On Design, plaid for autumn. And isn't that wonderful? So that has kind of like a pinking edging, and it is on some, I believe, pattern paper. I need better glasses. I can't do the glasses far and away, so oh, that might be cardstock, or it's kind of cool. It's really cool, whichever it is, the paper or the cardstock. So there you go. There's your very first one. I'm hoping that these do focus on the card and not me. I'm not sure. I'm trying to do this so that you get the focus on the card. Here's a really fun one with, I really like this edging, and a lot of you did it and know how to do it. I don't. I need to figure out how to do that kind of fringe edge. That's a perfect way to kind of edge it. And then we have some fantastic variations on the floss color there. So we have that. All right. This one is a lot of fun. It's got some jewels on it, and it has, again, some fun paper on the back and lovely stitching. And what's really cool is the types of fabrics and the colors of fabrics and all of the designs are just really amazing. So I'm so blown away by each and every one of you and all that you did. Okay, this one is super cute, which it's got, does it, oh, this one has some writing. So let's see. Erica Michaels. There we go. And that one, we have an actual stitch date on it. And then we have some kind of rope to kind of coolly put it all together. So that's neat. Alrighty. Then we have, this one is, does it say? It's called Brew. Really cute. And we have, I really like the edging on this one where it's just a half stitch all the way around, but it makes a nice little border to it. What a fun and easy way to kind of border out your piece. And some people sent 1, 2, whatever it is. So you may see some similarities in designs. Sometimes that's just because the same individual created them. I love that. I love the colors. It's really fun variation. And it's almost, it's like a black work kind of thing, which is neat. So there we go. And then for all you cat lovers out there, we have a really cute one here. And this one was it's almost the length of the actual card. So then you just have to do a nice little layering and you're good to go. Super cute. And then we have, this one's beautiful with the colors. This must be a variegated floss. It's really lovely. Look at that. So you can have a fantastic, wonderful design, and with a really cool variegated floss, it really adds a lot of interest there. So that's neat. Then we have Great Minds. I also did a squirrel. And then this is tape. So there's the cardstock, and then, you know, the top and the bottom, there's, I believe it's washi tape, and then you have the design. So that's a lot of fun. And that is a variegated floss too, I would say. So really neat. Oh, I was almost ready to grab mine. I'm going to do mine at the end. Then we have, let's see, does this one, this didn't have where it's from, but isn't that cute? It's like this cute little scene with the lamb. And again, really good size, so that all you need is just a little bit of a layering. All right. Then we have this really fun acorn layered with some pattern paper. And this is another piece of cardstock, a really skinny piece that just, I do that quite a bit with my scrapbooks a lot of times. And it just adds a little bit extra to the bottom there and finishes off your piece. Now this one is really cool because there's 3 that were done by the same individual. It's the same pattern. I will show them individually and then I'll show them all together. But they're done with slightly different colors within the design and then backed. So we have our adorable little scarecrow. Oh, and they're all named different names. I love it. I'm looking at the back, seeing that. And then we have this one. And then I want to show you all. So there's different colors. For example, it's the color in the, for 2 of them, the color in the hat is what dictates the color in the background. And then one of them, they just picked a nice little bright color. So if you see all 3, same design, done 3 different ways, different fabrics, different colors within the pattern, and then 3 different layers of cardstock. Really kind of cool. Great idea. All right. This one's again got the cool fringe to the edge. I like that. Whoa, there we go. I like that a lot. If there is an easy way to learn the fringe, please let me know because I have no idea. All right, then we have, this one's kind of cool because it has the year on it. And I'm telling you, that floss actually almost completely matches the cardstock really well. Nicely done. I don't usually match them quite that well myself. And then let me see if this is the same. Yep. It's funny how sometimes I can tell that everybody has kind of a style, which is really neat. This is also matched really nicely. So you can see those 2 right there are a lot of fun. And the color is just spot on. And I like the addition of those little leaves there. All righty. This one, I have thought of that I thought this would be cool to do, and I have not done it myself, but this is actually a layer. So this is a dry embossed, somehow or other, probably an embossing folder would be my guess. That's what I would do. And then they have the opening in the center, and then they placed it over their piece. So that's really kind of cool. And I hope you can see the embossing there. Yep, there we go. Hopefully that shows up. So that's really adorable. And every one of you, your stitching is impeccable. It is so lovely. This one's really kind of nice when you've got the background to go with the fall as well. Really, really pretty. And here you've got just slightly little edges that are angled, which is a neat little addition. So there we go. I love the backgrounding, the background on this. It really brings the piece alive. So this one was, I call it fussy cutting. That's what we do in paper crafting. When we cut around a piece, we fussy cut it. And then the background's really neat. And then there is some ribbon there too. So that is really kind of cool. I love that. This is adorable. This one is an element from the October 23 Just Cross Stitch magazine. Welcome Fall. So there you go. So neat to be able to just pull things out from different patterns. And I love kind of the fall themed paper below it to go right with the design. That's really neat. And those edges are, again, you can see the edges are angled. This one is a lot of fun. This one has, this is, I would say, like a glittery sticker. Cool. And then almost like a jewel sunflower, which is really cool. And that bottom layer looks like pattern paper as well. Lovely. I love these. It was so much fun opening these. It was a joy, to be honest with you. I have not stitched on this kind of fabric before, but how perfect is that? That just looks so lovely with this design. And then the wording is kind of like fall, different words. Pumpkin pie, apple crisp. I think I see turkey. So that's a lot of fun. Great way to combine those. And that has, if you see right there, there's a cute little extra dimension of the bow. Bow from the, I caught it. I didn't drop it, I promise. From Floss. This one, the fabric is really neat. It's almost, it looks like a really nice, neat pastel kind of fabric, which really goes cool against the design. And you can see the design here right to the top. So there you go. You can find pieces that are stitched to that 2.5 to 3.5 kind of edge. And then if you're worried about your paper crafting, you don't have to worry about that. And I have to tell you, so many of you did such great jobs. You don't have to worry about it. You're doing fantastic. This one is kind of cool. So this one was folded over an edge and then layered onto the backing cardstock, which is another wonderful idea. If you have something that basically is so it's like you folded it around and you're all ready with your piece here fully finished. I love that fabric color too. That is really amazing. So there's that. Okay. Now this one, where is it? There's a few of these along the way, and I'm just going to mix and match them because I have everything again. So you'll see some that you can tell are from similar people. This one was from Owl Forest, this little squirrel. And we have a charm that was sewn on, it looks like, and in both cases actually. So we have pattern paper, and then we have kind of charms that are sewn onto there, the fabric, and here the paper, which is really kind of neat. This one is the same idea, and let me see. This is also from Owl Forest. You could take an Owl Forest pattern that has a bunch of little pieces, which there are a lot of them, and you could probably come up with all sorts of great ideas. All right. Now this one's kind of cool. It can go in either direction. This is Patterned Leaves Snippet. So you can go this way with it, or in your displays, you could go this way. It's beautiful. one direction or the other, depending on what kind of look you want. The writing is this way, so I'm going to go with the artist's inclination to go this way with it. Really neat. And they actually say 32 count vintage rose Laguna. Really pretty. Alrighty. This pattern paper is a lot of fun with this one. And again, you can see with the charm, this is also from an owl forest. The ones with the charm and the pattern paper have come from the same artist, Stitcher. And I'm wondering if they're all from owl forest. I'll be curious to see when we get through them. But that's fun. A little bit different pattern paper colors that really match these colors nicely. And match the color of the pumpkin. Alrighty. Then we have this one. And if I remember correctly, and forgive me if I'm going to say misremembered. I know that's not a word, but I want to say that in the note that this stitcher sent me about their design, I want to say that these are two different and that she created it so that the bird is sitting on the apple, which is really kind of cool. And it's stitched on a linen, it says here. I love all the different pumpkins that are out there. I have to say, isn't that an adorable kind of squat pumpkin? And I love the flowers in it. Really good choice of background fabric to stitch it on. This is an element from Autumn Calls by Hands on Design. The stitcher put on the back. Really kind of cool. Then we have a really fun piece here where we have different elements with the sunflower and then the little, it's almost like a little side border. I love that owl. That is adorable. Really, really cute. So then we have that one. And this one's, I'm just gonna make sure I don't, this is a lot of fun. This has got like a sticker on the top with the pattern paper and then a couple little stickers with that, with this cute little stitching part at the bottom. That is adorable. I love it. Oh, you know what? There we go. There was a little extra thread. Perfect. So fun. Stickers are a great use of things. You can certainly do a lot with those. And speaking of which, look at this one I just picked up, also has stickers. So we have here at the base, there is, actually, you know what? That looks like washi tape, which is also kind of a sticker. Yeah, looks like washi tape at the top and the bottom to match the design of the cute little pattern there. And this stitcher actually titled this Falling Leaves. Very fitting. This one is kind of one of those stitched, you know, like the stitched masterpieces. You see the little itty bitty pieces. And this is done. No, that's on Ada. I wasn't sure if they came that small. But how fun is that? And then add, these are brads. Yep, those are brads. You know I like to use, and I'll show you one that uses brads. I wonder if these are the same brads I've used. They look like it. Really cute. And a great idea if you use those kind of those full piece little miniatures. Oh, I wonder, this one might be where the back comes from. I'm not 100% sure, but there is like a little one there. But I'm not going to speculate. So we have an extra piece. Oh no, that's an extra piece, like a sticker stuck on, and then we have the really fun stitching below it. But I'm not sure if that was there or not. So again, let me know. There's several here I'm looking at where it would really look cute. That's a really cute one. Alrighty. Look at the owl. That's adorable. Again, fringed at the edges, and then we have some brads here to go on the corners. So if you're ever worried, brads are a great thing to add too, because they certainly help attach. And do them before you do your base back layer. I'm going to cover the name for a minute. And then you see nothing shows up because there's the way it's layered. Super cute. I really need to learn that fringe. Now this is a fun one. I've thought about using this, but I've just never done it so far. But look at how there's rickrack on the back. That's another perfect idea. Ribbon, rickrack, all those kinds of things are a lot of fun. And that's a really, really cute pattern. It says Happy Thanksgiving. So there we go with that. This is a fun idea. So this one was stitched and then fussy cut. And then look at how beautiful that writing. I don't have writing that's pretty. But they wrote something on there, and then they also did, oh, my finger's on the back. I don't know if you can see up close, but there's like dashed lines, and it's kind of to add a little dimension and outline around the piece. So that's a lot of fun. You all came up with such great ideas. All right, I'm gonna move some over. Here we have cute little buttons. I'm sure all of you have little buttons. Design is moon over blackbird. And I like that pattern paper on the back too. That adds it all together and kind of puts everything together with it. Lovely job. This one is so cool in the color of fabric that this was stitched on. I really like that. This pattern is from Just Cross Stitch October 2023. And I really like that. And then we have at the edges, we have the pinking kind of look to it. And then a matching cardstock at the bottom. Really fun. This one, you know, are those brads or those? No, those are, I was going to say, those are stickery cardstock stickers. I was like, I've never seen candy corn brads. But there are stickers that are heavier. You know, they're not just the thin ones, and they have a lot of bulk and dimension. And that's what those look like. They are I want to just say they're called cardstock stickers. And they can be a little bit thicker. And you can see with the stars too. That's a lot of fun. Then we have, this is so cute with the pumpkin. I like the smiling jack-o'-lanterns. They are adorable with some candy corns. I was going to say candy canes. I'm a season off. I like that fabric that's stitched on. This one is such cool fabric, and there's some elements of backstitch with the designs right there. Look at how neat that color is. And then we have the fringed edges again. Really fun. This one was cut really cool. So that's an awesome variegated squirrel. And then this would have been just cut. You have a really good, I don't think I could do it that neat. And then we have some pattern paper on the back. I love that. Really neat. This, and what's really neat is the background of this pattern paper is actually, it's got a kind of texture that reminds me of the texture on the fabric. What a great idea. And then we have the fringed edges. Really neat. This one is adorable. I love the little teeth in there, the little jack-o'-lanterns. And then we have some, I don't know if these would be, I'm not exactly sure what they'd be called. They're not cardstock. They are like not a polymer. I'm not even sure what they are, but they're adorable little elements added on. And then we have some glitter, kind of glitter tape, kind of, I'm going to say at the bottom. Really neat. And that looks like a kind of like a smoky, right? What are the backgrounds there? Slightly variegated, which is neat because it kind of has that autumn vibe. Now this one's kind of cool too. Great fabric color choice. Pattern is Moonlight, sampler by Blue Flower or part of it. Really kind of cool. We have the edges pinked. We have some brads there in the corners. 4 corners, yep. Although this was neat because look at, this one came in a bit since at the corner here we had a design. So that's a lot of fun too. Great idea. This one's really neat. This is backed on, this is actually a cardstock backing because that's the piece that's on it. So that's a lot of fun if you find something like that. And that color really goes nicely with the fabric chosen to stitch on with the white pumpkin. And then you have the edging is kind of the, kind of a rope-like ribbon look. And the name of it's escaping me. I know I should know the name of it. Really kind of cool. Great idea. I have to keep all these ideas in my head so that I can think of some of them because I seem to finish them all the same way. Super fun. This one is Autumn Tree from a Tiny Modernist design. Lovely, lovely. And again, with the edges that are fringed, really fun. And the color of the backing there is perfect. It matches those colors just right. Really great. This one's kind of fun. The edges are actually rounded. So that's fun right there. And then the color of the layer here of pattern paper with the layer at the bottom matches. The greens and this are slightly different shades, but they go. When you do kind of different variations of shades within your piece, it really looks nice. Lovely job. This is adorable. This is from Lori Holt, Autumn Love. Again, layered on, actually that looks like fabric. Great idea. You could use your fabric as a piece of, instead of pattern paper or cardstock or something. Use what you have. That's adorable. And again, this is, so it's double layered, but just really a tight layer here and then the layer of color right there. Both colors match perfectly. The Acorn Fairy by Stitchy Princess. Stitchy Princess Black on Etsy. Really fun. I like that. That one makes me smile. This one's really kind of cool because it's stitched and then it's got a heavier layer underneath it. So when you look at it in person, it's got some really fun dimension, which was a great idea. You know how much I love dimension. Super cute. And again, with the stitched outline there, you're pretty much at the size of your card. So all you have to do is layer it on the cardstock. Really cute design. I like that. This one's a lot of fun. This is, I was looking to see if they gave, what they gave on the back. This is Fussy Cut. And then we have some, the kind of the glitter kind of stickery tape again, which is fun because you can jazz anything up with that. I like that. They have it attached really well. I can't figure out how that leaf is attached, but it's adorable. Really at the bottom of the scarecrow. I'm trying to be really, really careful so I don't dislodge it. So fun. I want to make sure that's ribbon. That's cool. So there we have your stitched piece, and then the stitcher found ribbon that was similar to one part of the heart there. I'm saying it's a heart. Yeah. I'm looking at these backwards, so I'm hoping I'm saying the right thing. Really fun. I've never seen that design before. I don't know where that's from. Super fun. We have background kind of paper, and then we have a fussy cut piece, which again, you know I like the good fussy cut, and then a piece of, it almost looks like old postage. Really fun. If you have extra pieces of ephemera and those kinds of things, it's really a great way to layer. And the stitching is thicker than this, so you have nice dimension with the layering. This one is chosen, the stitcher chose an awesome piece of fabric to go with it. So it almost looks, doesn't it look like there's motion in the back of the pumpkin? Really great job. Here we have brads and some stickers, and the top and the bottom look like, yep, it's a little bit of washi tape, it looks like. So you take that middle element and then you add some other things to it, and you're good to go. Super cute here. This one again is edged along the edges, and then great choice of kind of a contrasting background there piece to the stitched part. Really fun. Great choice of pattern paper with the charm, and this is Owl Forest. And I like the diagonal. I like how the piece is on the diagonal there too. That's a lot of fun because it's a little bit different than just straight on as well. Another one from the Owl Forest, and this one, I like the outline on this, and this one has the charm up top. Really fun. Alrighty, we are working our way through. This video is, you know, I can't just show them up and down. We need to talk about them, right? So fun. Look at this one. We've got, and I can't, this is a great bow. I cannot do bows properly. That's twine. And then we have some puffy stickers as well, and really cute with that little adorable, adorable turkey. I love it. Oh, that's a cute turkey. There we go. Again, great use of the pattern paper with the charm, and it is from Owl Forest. I need to figure out if these are all from the same design because it's really kind of fun. And I love the grass there is just half stitches, and it was just stitched up and down to have the turkey standing on something. That's fun. This one makes great use of ribbon. If you have extra ribbon in your finishing bins because, you know, you're using them for other types of finishing points, it's a great layering option. So you have the pattern paper, we have the ribbon, and then the fussy cut sweater with the turkey. So cute. I love this one. This pattern paper is got the pumpkin and kind of all the fall elements on it. And then we have the fussy cut stitched piece, which again looks great. And it almost looks like it's all part of it because this one is kind of a scene. So if you can find papers that have some sort of scene on it, and then you can put your stitch piece on it, like a fussy cut kind of thing, that'd be super cute. All righty. Make sure I have this. This one is one of those, again, that's kind of folded over, which is a great idea. Especially if you're a little bit nervous about the cutting, you can just do kind of like a regular folding over a piece of, say, comic book board or something or other. I really like that. And because it's the size of the design, it didn't have to really much, it kind of speaks as its own. Really kind of neat. This one's fun. So there is some, I would call that twine. And then there are some great, almost, they're kind of wood-like. It's like a button element, just don't have the button part. And this individual actually put a 2023 charm on the back. So if you get this one, it has a cute little charm on the back too. I love that little snow. Those overalls have got to be, that's variegated floss, I'd say. Super cute. This one, oh, again, that's fabric. See, that's kind of cool. So you can use fabric as your layering element with it as well. And this is from Lori Holt, Autumn Love. Great idea. Use what you have. This one is so much fun. This is again stitched on the I'm going to say plaid. I know that's not the name of it, but that fabric is really fun and it really matches this nicely. I love the pumpkin. And then we have some ribbon that really matches the whole element with the acorns and the squirrel and everything else. Super cute. Really nicely done. So you can have fun with different types of fabrics that you're stitching on or backgrounds or however you want to do it. Oh, this is really cool too. So that has a little crow that is kind of a charm, and it's very realistic looking charm actually. Really fun. From Lori Holt, Autumn Love. Again, really nice job freehand cutting that. I would never be able to cut it that well. And then it's layered with some fun glitter sticker tape. I don't know the official name of that. I'm making it up. Sometimes you notice I make things up as I go. This one is a cute idea. Look at the border. That's very similar to the border that I did. And I like the idea of the two. These are sticker borders. And the fabric was folded over. I like the idea of either the 2 for one sort of design or the 4, which I did on my scrapbook page that I showed in last week's video. Really fun idea. This one is a lot of fun with the background fabric. Look at that. That matches the variegated floss almost perfectly. And again, kind of freehand cut out, not as tight a fussy cut. So this way you still have a little bit of the fabric, which is a great idea. Now this is like a triple charm. That's really kind of cool too. And if I would put it the right way, that would look even better, wouldn't it? With the fun pattern paper that matches, you have the color that matches in the fabric that was chosen. And this is from Owl Forest. Perfectly chosen background paper for this one, and it really mimics the barrel that the apples are in. And then we have some brads in the corners. We're getting there. We are getting there. This one's a lot of fun. These are cardstock sayings that are put on there, and then we have pattern paper, and we have, is that pattern paper or is that washi tape? That's washi tape, and then glitter tape and all sorts of fun things with it. And again, it would help. Oh, and this is done on perforated paper. Oh, that's kind of cool. I hadn't thought about that, but what a great idea too. You could do perforated paper and then just cut around the edges of it. This one is super cute with the variegated floss. I don't use a lot of variegated floss. You know, I use mostly DMC, but what a great idea for something highly variegated like that. That's perfect. And then we have some, these are the jewels. And again, then kind of the sunflower jewel up top. Really nice. There we go. Really cool with the acorn, and then the charm matches it with the really fun kind of the chevron-ish, not chevron, but the plaid, but on the diagonal, which is a kind of cool way to put the fabric, the paper. This one has got the fun fringed edges. I really like that. And those elements besides the sunflower are all backstitched, which is a lot of fun. And they chose different designs. The pumpkins and the leaves are Autumn Sampler by Cooler Designs, and sunflowers from Sam X Stitch on Etsy. Really neat. I like that, where you can take a couple things and combine them together on your piece. Oh, I love these pumpkins. I love the colors of those pumpkins. Great idea with those. And that is got some the flat back crystals on them. Those are a great way. If you don't have brads, but you have the crystals, you can also do corners like that as well. This one is super fun. It's fussy cut, and then the layer of cardstock is fussy cut before it's on its final layer, which is a fun idea. Really great idea. Those are really cute. These charms are adorable. Again, another fun combination between the fabric chosen and the background paper from Owl Forest. Now this one is really neat because that looks like that was freehand. The cobwebs on both sides are freehand with kind of like a nice gold pen. And then the stitch piece was put on that fussy cut stitch piece. Really great idea. And really, really nicely done freehand. I would mess that up about 10 times before I get it right. Okay, this one is also in the plastic, so it's there we go, I think. Really fun. This one is, again, the edges are, they're almost scalloped versus the pink. They look kind of pinking, but scallop pinking, and then really fun background sort of paper. So let me do this on the angle so you don't get the glare. Lots of fun. This one right here is an adorable stitch. Looks like it's Autumn Acorns from Bendy Stitchy. And then it's layered on some pattern paper. Fussy cut and layered on some pattern paper. Really fun. And that is tiny, tiny stitches. Oh my gosh, those are so adorable. Look at the little owl. He's super teeny tiny. Squirrels, great option. I know I went with some squirrels. I like that one. And then again, the design almost this way is the length of it. So you just have to layer it on your cardstock and you're good to go. If you're not quite sure what to do. Oh, this one was fun because I wanted to show you the idea of different counts. And I don't know what one of them is on, but the other one, these are two different people, which is really kind of cool, that have stitched the same pattern, but because they have it on different counts, you have two different type completely finishes. So this one in here is on a bigger count that goes the whole length of it. Lizzie Kate's Give Thanks. Yeah. So how cool is that? This, again, just the whole design, just your size. This one was stitched on an 18 count, this next one. And so it's smaller. And so they chose, because they needed to add a little extra, they added a tiny, tiny layer of cardstock on the back and then a little bow up top. So 2 different counts, same design, really kind of neat to get to see the difference in what a count can do. So you can most definitely play with the count. This one is really fun too. So that's got a variegated floss. We have some stickers. And then, so the fabric itself is folded over. And then there's a tiny layer of scalloped felt on the back. And that's how they finish the back rather than cardstock. Great idea. I like that fabric. I know it's blue. You're all saying, of course you like it, Laura. We have this adorable owl with kind of that half moon kind of shape around it, and the charms with the plaid paper, and that is from Owl Forest. I love that. That's a cool owl. This is a lot of fun. We have one element is stitched on the piece. Is that linen? Or I don't know. It's not Ada. I'll put it that way. So this is stitched onto the piece. Then this was stitched separately and really cut right around the edges there. It's really neat. And then put on there. So you actually have, you can see and feel the dimension on the layers, which is kind of cool. This one here, we have it stitched and then it's freehand kind of fussy cut. And then we have the paper. And that is, the gold around it is actually a gold pen. So that's a great way of adding a layer if you don't want to layer it onto another piece. These are done by the same person and they just changed up the buttons. So I'll show them together. How cool is that? So I love the fringe. We have the design with 2 layers of stitched boxes. Then it's fringed, placed on really fun paper. This is, oh, nope, that's fabric. So again, the fabric that matches, and then the 2 little buttons. Really fun. All right, we have 3 more from people, and then I'll finish off with my 3, and then I hope that will have been lots of fun ideas for you. This one here, this one? Small section taken from Autumn Arrival by Maria Diaz. Cross Stitcher Magazine, September 2021. Really fun, great fabric choice, and then the brads on the corners, just to add a little something to it. Really like that. Same stitcher, same sort of idea, and this is a section from Happy Fall by Kate Spiridonova. Again, just cross stitch October 21. And the brads in the corner there this time, they are kind of square brads, but they're placed on a diagonal shape, which is kind of fun. And they match perfectly. Great job. And last but certainly not least, we have this adorable Woodland Friends raccoon stitched almost to the edges. And this is a die cut leaf that is die cut from a textured cardstock. So it gives it a lot of texture and fun. That's adorable. I've never seen that raccoon before. Great job. So those are all the ones that came in from, that I have received. If there were a couple that were sent to me that were just to me, not part of a swap, I will show those in a video. I didn't want to mix them up with the pieces that are being swapped. I think there are 2 of those, 2 or 3 of those to show. If you sent something and it was not here, I'm fingers crossed that the post office did not lose it. There was one envelope. It had the return address envelope and it had a trading card in it, but the envelope was ripped. And I'm really hoping you only sent one trading card because I'm hoping we didn't lose any along the way. But the postman actually hand delivered that to us to say, you know, this is what happened to it. All right, so for me, this one was made in last year, 2022. And I used the, I like to use kind of a ripped paper as a ground and then a couple of leaf brads. And then this one, the next 2 I just did this year. And this one, this is the stitched part. Then these are cardstock leaves and the acorns. I finished this on a video if you wanted to go back and see how I finished it. It was the one about talking about the different glues I used. And then here's my squirrel one. This was the first, one of the few times I've used variegated floss, and I used a DMC variegated. And then paper, leaves, and pumpkin, all of that glued on. So those are the 3 that I made. I do have another piece that's stitched but wasn't fully finished, and that is just in case something comes in late, I will finish that so that there is a swap for somebody if the post office lost your pieces. So those are all of them. I want to say it was something like 58 different stitchers stitched the 99, if I counted right, and I'm not sure I did. Trading cards, fantastic job. Each and every one of you did a great job. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. I hope they gave you ideas. In the beginning of December, I will do my Flossmas videos. I don't do them every day. I probably do them every 4th or so day. Well, mixed in because I do my regular Friday videos. And one of the very first ones will be the swap information for a winter swap. So if you really enjoyed it and you wanted to try it again, I hope you'll join us again. If you didn't this first time because you weren't sure or you just couldn't schedule-wise, I hope that you will join us in the winter. And I hope all of you have enjoyed doing this as you've done it. Thank you so much for trying something that I know many of you had never even heard of or done before. It has been a privilege to see each and every one of your stitches, and I am so grateful that you gave it a try. All right, so this week I will be busy switching out names and being able to do the swap part and sending out. So hopefully when they're all sent out, I will let you know on probably one of my weekly videos. Fingers crossed it will be this week, but you know, sometimes life just happens. I will do my very, very best, though, to get them all out this week. And that's it. Until next time, happy stitching.